out! Get out! Okay, let's cut through this bullshit clickbait sex game story so we can get into the heart and soul of this week's episode of TUGS, which is just an elaborate scheme on a very public stage to allow us to tell you, the stereotypical American gamer, how fucking stupid you're acting.
Point in case! You clicked on this because you either A, saw sex in the title or boobs in the thumbnail, or B, you're actually a fan of the totally uninformed gaming show.
In both cases, you're on the losing side of history. But we have a show to do, people, so let's get started.
Here we go!
Ever wonder what sex is like? Us too. Well, good luck for all of us unsexed video virgin video game dork lovers out there, because Steam is opening up the doors from your fantasy right into reality by letting an uncensored sex game stroll down the halls of your library.
That's right, the game is called Kindred Spirits on the Roof. Pretty unassuming, right? Wrong! This game falls under the Yuri category, which is basically lesbian sex shit and manga, whose central elements are featured in Japanese titles like Candy Boy, Devil Lady, First Love Sisters, Sweet Blue Flowers, Tokyo Love, and Love Vibes.
What good company this game will be in. Anyways, let's read the description for this fuckfest. Kokona Shoboshi Girls Academy of Commerce, a school built on the site of an old castle nicknamed Shirojo. This is bad, why are you making me do this? One day, the timid Tumi Yuna, who had been living a quiet life at the school, suddenly met two ghosts on the roof during lunch.
Inoki Sachi, who died in an accident before the war, and Nagatani Megumi, who died of illness 30 years ago. The two kindred spirits died with unrequited feelings in their hearts, met and fell in love. They ardently wished to experience their first time together before their eternal rest. But they don't know how.
The two who are bound to the site of the school enlist Yuna to help them create more Yuri couples at the school so that they can glean some sexual insight from observing them and to assist the girls struggling with their hidden feelings.
So, okay, with my limited manga knowledge, what I gather from this is that two people get killed and now they're ghosts who haunt their old school and they want to fuck but they don't know how, so they get this other girl to convince people to fuck each other in front of them so that they can learn how to fuck, and then they get to ghost fuck. Gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're very sure that this game will be played by people who only have the purest of intentions, and not the type of people who, when tasked with an age gate scenario, tell Steam that they're 75 years old because that's the year they randomly chose, while flicking their mouse wheel to a number that was before 1997.
Anyway, speaking of games that people would probably watch rather than play, YouTube launched its brand new streaming platform last week, aptly titled YouTube Gaming.
Guess what? It's a streaming platform on YouTube.
But it's on YouTube! So yeah, it's exactly what you think it is. It's a direct competitor to Twitch, a company who's had its shit together years before one of the biggest content delivery platforms.
Shit together.
And still boasts a few more features that we feel are important to content streamers, namely subscriptions.
Well, it's good to see YouTube Gaming throwing their hat in the ring to get people to stay on a single location for all of their content needs, and we love all of the guys involved in the development of the platform. The people who get fucked in this experiment are the fans currently paying $5 a month over on Twitch to their favorite streamers who are now testing the waters on YouTube for free.
Now, don't get us wrong, having all your audience in one place is extremely beneficial, and it's great to be able to stream in the same location that you upload your Minecraft series to. But where are the emotes, damn it? And where is the burgeoning fan base that strictly watches streams and subscribes to you because you're there on a schedule and that money allows the people who spend it to use garbage clip art as emotes?
PJ Salty, anyone?
I know I am.
Hey. If YouTube can sort some shit out with this new platform, most importantly subscriptions and emotes, they can totally be the big boy on the block as far as streaming goes. But in the meantime, it's hard for me to imagine the moral hula hoops you'd have to jump through to justify leaving your paying subscribers on Twitch behind.
But we're not the only ones making fun of streaming video games on the internet because it's our job and not because we actually give a shit about people who watch other people play games or how they do it.
Last week as PAX, a gaming convention which attracts around 70,000 attendees, was just kicking into high gear, Jimmy Kimmel and his writers grabbed a piece of pop culture news from his feed and did what they do every day. They made fun of it.
Yeah, we're talking, of course, about the video titled YouTube's new video game watching service, where Kimmel talks about how ridiculous it is that people would want to watch someone else play video games and then does a cute little sketch about someone watching videos of people playing video games.
Harmless, right? I mean, Kimmel literally has to fill hundreds of nights worth of comedy every year because that's his job as a late night host who primarily panders to people who probably think it's stupid that that you watch people play video games.
Now, of course, because this is the internet and gaming nerds are the loudest fucking mouthpiece for change and anger in the world, despite the fact that there are thousands of more noble causes out there, they bitched loud enough for Kimmel to make fun of them yet again a few days later, showing off the misspelled insults, poor grammar, and death threats that he received as a result.
You played right into his hands. Now, not only did he get a video that was widely shared out of your perceived spite, he got 2 videos that were widely shared out of what you would consider justice. And the whole time, Kimmel and his audience just sat back and kept laughing and continued on with their day.
Now, comedy is subjective, sure, but you can't get mad at a comedian for doing his job regardless of whether or not you think this one bit based on a recent tech launch was bad or not. Even though I guarantee the majority of you side with the people who think comedy is way too PC nowadays, and you missed what comedians could make fun of everything without the morality police saying it's offensive. Yet you go and fucking complain about this.
When it comes to picking and choosing your battles, you chose poorly. Was the joke a little lazy and predictable from a guy who appeared to have his finger on the pulse of pop culture most of the time?
Sure.
Did gamers predictably overreact to something like they always fucking do, and instead of making a real difference, come off looking like whiny fucking brats again? You bet.
And to all the people saying they're gonna boycott his show, I'm sure he doesn't care, because the people who are complaining either A, didn't watch his show to begin with, or B, watched the clips of his show on YouTube with ad block enabled. You make your whole community look like a bunch of babies, and you, not Jimmy Kimmel, make gamers look bad.
And besides all that, we just found out, thanks to superstar reporter Keemstar, that YouTube gaming sensation Markiplier will be appearing on Kimmel's show to show him why people watch gameplay. So there you have it. 3 pieces of content that Kimmel milked out of your sour, diseased teats.
Anyways, here's some gaming news. We missed this one because we didn't film a new episode for a while, but now there is a Rick and Morty sound pack available for Dota 2, which has me extremely jealous of people who actually know how to competently play that game. So if you're into the idea of an alcoholic scientist and his nervous, squeaky grandson yelling at you during matches, this one's for you.
Ricky's favorite game of 2015, Rocket League, just announced their next patch. It will be released within the next 2 weeks, and it will officially start the first season of gameplay and allow you to filter people based on their method of gaming. Bye-bye, PS4 console doors.
Bye. Remember when we talked shit about that old stick-in-the-mud Colin Coward who was so disgusted in the fact that ESPN would show esports that he would quit if he ever had to cover it?
Well, not only did he get let go for saying some shit about baseball players from the Dominican Republic, ESPN is doubling down on esports and has officially put out a job listing for an esports editor.
So if you know League of Legends better than anyone else in the world, head on over to ESPN and show your parents that sitting in front of a computer screen frantically clicking your mouse not only wasn't because you were jerking off to porn, it was because you were training for your next big career move at a huge media company.
And finally, if you're still playing World of Warcraft, good news!
Yes!
You can now have a flying mountain Draenor.
Oh!
A feature that should have been available the second you bought the expansion.
Oh, good stuff. Yeah, there we go. But wait, Brett, we didn't talk about the biggest game release of the week.
You mean Mad...
No! Metal Gear Solid. Jimmy, show us what you got.
Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, released September 1st, and it is Kojima's latest chapter of the award-winning series. Reviews about this game are overwhelmingly positive, but I don't understand how that is possible with such an open-world mess. There's no nudity there.
Wait, I'll find it.
Do you like story and the famous... Wow, 10 out of 10 right here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Do you like the famous Metal Gear cutscenes? Well, fuck you and go play Destiny. MGS5 moves at a snail's pace, and I will guarantee you'll be downright bored because there's literally way too many things to do, mechanics to remember, and the Farmville mothership base that you attend like your precious World of Warcraft garrison, but instead of having followers to run those missions, do that shit yourself. Oh my god. And in a repetitive fashion.
She's on Playboy 6.
That's a butt. Look at that butt. You see that butt?
No, my boner. This game is basically Witcher 3, but with guns and stealth. It's like Red Dead Redemption with more badass explosions and awesomeness. I don't know what I'm saying. MGS5 is a fucking masterpiece. That's it. I'm done. Like Hideo Kojima, this is my final ride on Tugs. I'm gonna pour one out for my homie Hideo and give this game a 10 out of 10.
Oh, no! What the fuck?
I'm gonna go watch video games and masturbate. Fuck you, Jimmy.
Wow.
Anyways, Shibby sucks and he walks around like a drunk giraffe.
Best bloopers ever.
So let's find a review from the original Metal Gear Solid, and this one is coming from a trustworthy source. His username is Gift Card Recipient.
If you love boring crap like doing your taxes, you'll love this game. It's got just as much action and excitement.
Woo! Thank you, game card recipient. Watch all of our stuff over here. We have a new episode of Weekly Weird News. We have a new, stop it! We have a new, I don't know, Tech Tuesday. And we also interviewed Ed Skrine over here. Jimmy doesn't care if you watch the show or not.
Yeah, fuck you. Why is it making
TUGS is
sound?
canceled! How long was that? 30 minutes?